Hello, everybody. So, as you may or may not know, my friend Serp is a really, really big dinosaur fan. And when he found out that I was playing Jurassic World Evolution, he's like, Argent, you gotta review it. We need more content to inspire Dinosynth, which is a legitimate musical genre. You can look it up. And I said, I might as well. I'm really enjoying the game. It's definitely one of the better park builder games that I've played. One of probably the best Jurassic Park games I've played. Not that I played too many of those, but Jurassic World Evolution 2 is coming out next month, so as a result of that, this game will probably be on sale and the DLC will probably be on sale. So, should you get this game and should you get the DLC? Well, the Sleeping Indominus Rex, I would think, would say you should get the game. So, this is Jurassic World Evolution. Obviously, it's a park builder game. I guess when you're doing a Jurassic Park game, it can either be a park builder game or an action game. I think it's probably better that they went with a park builder game for this. And if you want to do a park builder game, you might as well do it with dinosaurs because dinosaurs are cool. So there's three different modes to this game other than just sandbox and challenge. There's a campaign mode and two special campaigns that are DLC. One of which is really good, which is a return to the original Jurassic Park. And they have like Hammond and Alan Grant and Jeff Goldblum. I think Jeff Goldblum might actually do his voices, and Ellie. And they have that back, and you have to rebuild the original Jurassic Park, and the technology is completely different because it's all left over from that time period, and that's a really fun scenario. The other one sucks because it's Claire's Sanctuary or something, and you have to rescue dinosaurs, so who cares about that? Now, something I do really like about this game is so your campaign is persistent, and progress you have at one island influences progress on other islands. So, as you can see, I have all the different islands unlocked at this point in time. So, how it works is you build your park, you periodically get quests from, or rather, contracts from three separate divisions. There's the security division, the science division, and the maybe I'll switch to an island that actually has the three divisions on it. So this is the DLC, The Secrets of Doctor Wu. Let me just switch over. I'll switch over to Island Pinay. So yeah, you'll get contracts from the three different branches, and once you reach a certain level of reputation with them, you'll unlock things. And as you unlock things, then you'll eventually get bigger missions for that particular island. And if you fulfill enough, generally speaking, if you get your rating of that particular island high enough, they unlock the next park. Now, while your money doesn't carry from park to park, your dinosaur fossils do. So if you're kind of screwed for money on one park, then you can go and do a couple digs and get some gold or something and then sell it on the park that you're trying to sugar daddy the rest of them off of. Also, the genome data you get for the dinosaurs is shared. So in this game, you do expeditions. I've completed most of them. But you get fossils for particular dinosaurs, and then you extract the DNA from them, just like the original Jurassic Park. You'll often also find it's a good way to make money because you'll find silver or platinum or gold, or I guess palladium in this case, which you can also sell for some quick cash. Also, what's shared between your islands is you will have a research lab, a expedition center, and a fossil center, all of which kind of upgrade tiers. So if you have like two research centers, certain things unlock, and then more with three, and then they all have upgrades that work for all islands. So yeah, like it says here, inventory space allows one extra fossil or mineral to be kept across all islands. And then you'll also have same thing for expedition, dig yield. Special tools increase the chances of recovering valuable metals and materials by 10% across all expeditions. Any research you do is carried from island to island as well. The DLC adds in some like really good expensive research like a flat 5% to sales, insurance if your eggs fail, faster transport, and cheaper feeders, which are all really good. But there's lots of things to research. This is one where if you can get the DLC for like a cheap amount, I might actually endorse getting the DLC because there are some cool new dinosaurs in it. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see where's Indominus Rex, and the hybrids. Maybe the hybrids are located somewhere else. But yeah, there's like Dreadnoughtus and some other cool ones. If you have the money for it. Right, then under genetics research, you can unlock hybrid dinosaurs. So obviously there's Indominus Rex. There's the Indoraptor, the Spinoraptor, the Stegoceratops, which looks horrible. Um, the Ankylodocus, and the Indominus Rex adaptive camouflage. So there's a pretty wide variety of dinosaurs. So we'll take a look. So how you set up your enclosures is you will have a Hammond Creation Lab, and you can incubate dinosaurs here. So as you can see, there's a pretty wide range in this game. With all the DLCs, I think there's 67 dinosaurs, although some of them, to be honest, are pretty similar to one another, like Galliomus and Struthiaminus and whatever that, however you pronounce that, are all pretty similar. To be fair, that's not really the game's fault. That's just kind of how the things work. Like, Corynthosaurus and Edmontonsaurus are probably just very closely related and just look similar, so I'm not going to hold that against them. So your dinosaurs will all have traits. Like any other zoo game, there's comfort threshold, so they'll have the amount of grassland, forest, wetland, how much of a population you need to have. Herbivores are mostly social, so if you do not keep like Edmontonosauruses or Corynthiosauruses in a pack, they get depressed and lonely and then they go on a rampage. There's also, interestingly, social carnivores. Raptors will get depressed and go on a rampage if you don't keep them in large groups, as will Troodonts and a couple other different dinosaurs. You can mix any type of herbivore together, which is kind of cool. So it lets you kind of set up interesting enclosures. So, like here, I have some different species of Triceratops with some Stegosauruses. Uh, so they can live together, although some of them will take up more space than others. Stegosauruses and Triceratops are very territorial and really hard to please. But yeah, you try to find animals that can dinosaurs that can fit well together. Like this is forest, so I have Dreadnoughtus in this and Brachiosaurus, I think, in this as well. My biggest single complaint is that it's extremely difficult. Um, if your dinosaurs are slightly unhappy, they will really rapidly, their comfort will go to zero, and they'll go on a rampage and just kill everybody in your park. And it's very frustrating how often it happens. And it seems it's just not really fair. Like it seems anything you do or don't do leads this to happen. Um, so it's just like look, this guy. Let me just see here. What is the problem? It's like slightly below what he needs for grassland, and he's going to go on a rampage and start destroying the park and probably kill people. And that's just how picky these guys are. Um, they can't take any, and that's my biggest single complaint. It's especially bad with carnivores, and fences don't do anything. Like I think this is an electric fence. They'll just go right through the fences as if they were paper. It doesn't matter what kind of dinosaur it is. Like it can be a Struthiomimus and it'll go through a solid concrete wall or something like that. But that's my biggest complaint. I think the dinosaur models themselves actually look pretty good. Um, and then you have feeders, and then to make money, you have viewing galleries for your guests. And because this is Jurassic Park, emergency or bomb shelters are very important so people can hide from the dinosaurs. But there's a lot of other stuff you can build, like bowling alleys and restrooms and stuff like that. You have to generate your own power because you're stuck on an island off the coast of Costa Rica. Kind of one of the funny things you can do is so you have a helicopter for the asset containment unit, and they will come in and just dart stuff and then lift it up, and you can sell dinosaurs. So that's pretty fun, and you just unlock things across the different islands. Sometimes it's like here we go. That's the mission for this island: electrified concrete, large power station, and then some additional dinosaurs. I'm a little disappointed there is no what's it called again? Water dinosaurs in this. Hopefully there'll be water dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So this is one of the more difficult parts in the game. Parks in the game. I think this one's the most difficult. You do have pterosaurs though. Let me see if I can see one. There we go, pterodon camera. So you can see the pterodons. It is kind of fun to watch the dinosaurs. Like I said, I think the models look pretty good. The pterodon ones don't look great, but they look okay. They're good for what they are. Maybe just look at some other dinosaurs. There is the Indoraptor. I believe the Indoraptor is a cross between Indominus Rex and a Velociraptor. I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. It does look like something nightmarish. Because this is Jurassic Park, you can also genetically modify your dinosaurs. So there's some basic stuff, like you can make them better at fighting or defense. But you can also do resilience stuff. Oh no, not resilience stuff. I'm looking for habitat stuff. So if you want, you can modify them to do better. Confined spaces is probably the best one, because then you can get away with putting more in a cage. But you can also get them to be more forest and less grasslandish. And you can socially modify them so that they become solitary, or they're more accepting of others. So I don't think I have the more accepting of others. The problem is, for each one you add, it decreases the viability of your eggs. So if you do basically any level of genetic modification, your eggs probably won't hatch. Which is frankly kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, I would actually, if you can get the DLC at a reasonable price, at least the DLC that has the old Jurassic Park campaign, which is just really good. The basic campaign in this is pretty fun. Like I said, there's just a whole bunch of different missions you can do. Stuff to unlock. I think it's a park builder game that does a good job with the whole park building aspect of it. Just because there's consistent progress through missions, you can swip back and forth. You keep getting rewards unlocked as you go, which is stuff that I always like when I'm playing these games. The difficulty is not too bad. It's not a difficult game. It's very forgiving, because if you're kind of screwed on an island, you can just go back and mine a bunch of fossils on another island, a bunch of rare metals, and then come back and sell them. You can also get rid of your dinosaurs at any part in time if some of them are just being troublesome, which frequently happens when you're dealing with some guys. I think that's a Brachiosaurus. And we have some other dinosaurs there. So, let's see. I'm trying to remember what I have in this enclosure. Yeah, I have Ankylosauruses. Or, well, Ankylosaurus similars. It's kind of cool so you can get the dinosaurs to fight. Some missions require you to get the dinosaurs to fight each other. So, that's kind of neat. But, yeah, that's Jurassic World Evolution. Definitely a good dinosaur game. I'd recommend it. I'll probably get Jurassic World Evolution 2 when it comes out. People like this. I'll do a review of Planet Zoo as well, because I also rather like Planet Zoo, but solid Jurassic Park game, solid dinosaur game.